And I ended up being mates with one of them, like a little bit more away from that party. He started like getting on me and all that, and doing bits and that. And he's like, lad, I've got no dough, I've got no dough. I said, so what do you want to do? But he was only young, no. No, well, I was only young as well. So he was about 5 years younger than me. So I said to him, what do you want to do? He said, lad, have you got work for me? And I said, lad, I'm not putting you on the naughties, lad. I said, I can't be asked that, lad. I said, it's a bad graft, lad. I hated doing it, you know what I mean? I hated doing it. Just dealing with little fucking pigeons all day. It's just a bad graft, you know what I mean? I said, you're best off just starting a lemo graft or something, lad, because that's like, it's less bang on, lads. When you're doing what you're doing, like with that naughty shit, lad, it's like, they're all rats, lad. Anyone can do anything. There's all grasses and that, so your risk is fucking well higher than what it would be off a lemo graft, you know what I mean? Lemo graft, it's just the lads and that, innit? So he's like, nah, lad, nah, I need money fast. So I says, all right then, lads. I said, sounds. I said, all right. So it was fucking ridiculous. Just, it was a short, sharp shock to him, the reality of what's going on in that game, right? And here's what happened. So he said, when? I said, yeah. I said, I'm going to go up on Monday. I said, if you want to come, I said, make sure you want to come. I said, like, because anything can happen, you can get nicked. You can end up getting like a 7 because it's out the way. So when you get nicked out the way, they slam you even more because you're a Scouser, do you know what I mean? You know yourselves. If you listen to this, you're not fucking stupid, you know yourselves. So he's like, yeah, sound, but I had a clean record up there, do you know what I mean? I'd only ever been swooped on once or twice up there, but blended it, do you know what I mean? I said to him, come on, Sam, then. So in the morning time, the lads who I'm normally with, he was doing something, he was in a different area, starting a different area off, do you know what I mean? Because we used to get areas, and then we'd nail the area, get it going, do you know what I mean? One of us would, you know, the more experienced ones would move with someone else then, and go and start another one off. So we were never like with each other, like long, do you know what I mean? We were always like, I'm with him, and then he's with him, and then you go with him, and we'll get him in. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're just setting the hierarchy up, do you know what I mean? So you'd always have someone who was experienced with someone who was less experienced, you know what I mean? Because the less experienced people, they can't carry swagger on like that. They don't know what to do, they parcel. And if they parcel, it's just that one little incident that can just bring everything down. And if you go, then everyone else goes more or less, you know what I mean? The network goes, or you're under obs, or operations are getting set up around you, not so, you know what I mean? One day you fucking wake up and everyone in your firm's just gone, do you know what I mean? So I said to him, sound. So he turns up to man in the morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning. So we had like a little hour's drive or something like that away. Now, if you don't know what a ball is and you're brand new to it, then a ball, what we used to do, we used to put 16 bits in each ball, right? So we want back a 1 or a ball, yeah? So that means it's 1 for a 10 and 2 15, 3 for 24 for 25. They were the prices we were doing, which were boss. So we'd smash it, and anything else is X's in it. So if you're spinning like straight 10s or whatever, it's X's. So I was like, yeah, I thought I'll give him the X's off the day. And the X's were about a 3. So I thought I'll give him that, yeah, and then I'll just keep, I'm not asked, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, a kid needs, so I'll look after him. So I thought I'll give him a monkey, I'll give him 5 ton for today. And then if he wants to come back, he can come back. If not, he's got 5 ton. Crack on, lad, that'll do you for a bit, innit? So I was being proper sound, you know what I mean? Because like, I look after him, he was a proper sound, respectful lad. And he had his head screwed on as well. So I didn't want him to go down that game of it. I didn't want him being in that game. It's a shit game to be in. So comes with me, right? I swear to get on this, right? It was the fucking most wake-up call the kid's ever had in his life, right? He was shell-shocked for about a week off it. So we get to the pads where we normally go with the bits, right? And I just noticed something caught me eye. Like, there was just like a car parked on its own with like one fella in it. And I was thinking, why is he there? So I thought, fuck that. So I bailed, got him a scan, and he's like, what's happening? I said, there was just a car there that I didn't like, lad. He's like, what, that Corsair? I said, yeah. And he said, well, it's not going to be busy. I said, lads, you don't know. I said, he's busy, he's in anything, lad, the fucking hell, lad. So I said, that's right, you've been watching too much telly, lad. They can be in anything. And was I right? Get on this, right? So he comes back round. Now the phone's blowing up, but I've got everything on me. I've got all the balls on me. So I'm not going round seeing people with balls on me, do you know what I mean? So I thought, I need to get in this gaff, put the shit to bed, take what I need, because I only take what I need out for each person, do you know what I mean? The wait for them's a little bit longer, but I'm not arsed, lad. So gets out, parks a little bit away from the other car, so I've got a bit of reaction time, if anything. So I'm looking round, and there's nowhere no one else could be, because it was walls and that, do you know what I mean? So unless they're jumping over walls to swoop on you, by the time you've got over the wall, I'm fucking well done, do you know what I mean? So I get out, and I said to him, stay in the car a minute. So he says, sound. So I knocks on the door. So the baghead where we were sitting has opened the door. So I've walked back over to the car. and said to me, "I come in." As he got out the car, this fella has just jumped out of the Corsa, yeah, and just shouted, "Stop right there!" And I'm like, "Shut up, you muppet." I've said, "Go, go." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Go, get in the pad." So he's ran in the pad. I've ran, and then the fella's like made grounds on me a little bit because he was fucking stuttering, which could have been a bad mistake. I've got proper balls on me, do you know what I mean? You're getting fucking slammed for it. So as I've ran in, the fella's got to the door, and I've just slammed the door right, and I'm just there, boof. Fella's just hit the door and just slid down the door. I'm like, no fucking way. I've ran up the stairs, so I've just been eating everything, swallowed everything, because what we do is we triple bag the balls, obviously, so it's on base, yeah. So as I've done that, I'm thinking, how come no one's at the door? So it doesn't make sense. So I've looked out the window, and the fella's standing by his car. So I'm thinking, who the fuck's he? So I've gone down, opened the door, and I'm like, "What you want, you fucking muppet?" He's like, "Police." I said, "Police?" I said, "On your own." I said, "You're not even in uniform. What are you on about?" He's Jack. And he's like, "Well, they'll be here in a minute." I'm like, "They'll be here in a minute." I'm like, he's like, "Off-duty police." I'm like, "You're off-duty busy. What are you on about, mate?" He went, "Well, I pulled you." He's the one. He was a busy, right? Who's ragged me a few weeks ago and got on me. So he's been like a little Sherlock Holmes cunt doing his own little investigations, not even to do with the plot. No, just like weird fucking neighbourhood watch kid or something, but he's a busy. I'm like, "Shut up, you stupid twat." Said, "Are you fucking messing?" So I've thought, fuck that. So obviously the game's up, the gaff's exposed. We need to go. So I'm like, "Lad, let's go." To the punter, "Lad, I haven't even got nothing to give you. The fucking head all. I'll come back later." So obviously I weren't never coming back. So I went round, I got in the car, gets off, goes to some place, buys salt. So I'm drinking all salt water because it's only been early. I can get it back out. So I'm fucking spewing all the balls back out. I got about 18 balls back out. So there was 2 left. And I was like, fuck. So I couldn't get them out. So I got it, Smarties. I said to him, "Go to the shop and buy a few packets of Smarties." He's like, "What?" I said, "Lads, hurry up." So he's gone to the shop. So I took the Smarties out, 2 Smarties on the floor, and put the balls in the Smartie tubes, yeah. And I've been looking for somewhere to stash them because I just thought, this is a bit, if they've got the car, they're going to be watching cameras, there's no way. So I goes and find this, like, seen them bricks where they've got like 3 holes in the bricks, you know what I mean? But it was like a wall, but where the coving had come off the wall. So the coving was on the side. So I thought, so I put the fucking Smarties tubes down the fucking holes where the bricks are, and then put the coving back on it, right? And remembered where I was and all that. Took a picture of where I was and that. So I've gone back to the car, I've phoned my mates, I've been like, "Lad, get up here now and come and get this swag, I've had to stash it." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Lad, it's fucking gone off heavy." So like, "Sam, but I've still got 2 balls in me, remember?" So he's like, "Sound." So they've got the location of where the swag is. So I've waited round for a little half an hour. I've been like, "Lad, 4 minutes, 10 minutes away so I can go from here because I don't want to leave it, do you know what I mean?" So he's like, "Sound." So it weren't even that much money, to be fair, it's nothing, but why lose it if you don't need to, do you know what I mean? So they've come, so I've been like, "Go on, lads." So I haven't spoke to them because then you could be seen with them, do you know what I mean? So I've said to him, it's there, sends him the picture of it, he's like, "Sound." So I've bailed, get on this, as I've bailed, I've come onto a main road, yeah. I've done a left by the shop. As I've done a left by the shop, there's 2 busy cars sitting there. One's a chase and one's a normal. And I'm thinking, no way. As I've drove past, pair of them have just followed me, blue lighted me, ripped me, and just ripped me apart. And I'm like, what? And they've nicked me as well. They've nicked both of us, took us to the base station, strippied us, everything like that. And I'm like, "What you want, lads?" I'm like, "What you want?" I said, and he's going to me, "Suspicion of whatever. I said, "What are you on about?" He went, "Well, there was a police officer undercover and he's seen you this morning serving people." I said, "No, he didn't." I said, "What?" I said, "Who that fucking weirdo, the one that looks like a Teletubby in the fucking Corsa?" I said, "Lad, he's a weirdo." I said, "He looks like a nonce." And the bee's just like, "Oh, what?" And he's like, "Well, we know what you're doing." And I'm like, I said, "You don't know what I'm doing." He said, "What are you around here for?" My bird's sister is with a lad from round here, and he's been battered and all that, but she's ran away, so we've come to look for her. And he's like, yeah, as if, like, whatever, lad. So they've let us go. As they've let us go, this kid in a Corsa has come behind me again. Yeah, he's not even, I don't even think he was on duty that day. I don't know what the fuck's happening. He probably just phoned his mates and put them on it in the plot. As we're going out, he's following me everywhere, right? And he gets the light, he goes, "We know what you're doing." I'm like, "Lad, shut up, you fucking melt." Push the window up. So I'm indicating left, going right and all that. Just gets off, gets on the motor and just gets off, just goes, right? You know what I mean? I thought, I'm never coming back there. So my mate's just looking at me like that. He said, "Yeah, lad." I said, "Yeah, there's a few ton anyway." I said, "Easy money, lad." I said, "You could have got nicked there." And I said, "So now what?" He's like, "Yeah, you're right, lad." I said, "Good." I said, "That's it." I said, "Swerve all this, lad, and go and get a fucking normal job or set your own business up." Yeah. And the lad said to me, "Lad, that's the best thing anyone ever done for me, that. Because if you wouldn't have done that with me, I'd have only jumped on with another firm anyway." I'm like, innit, lad? So that's one soul saved from the dirty ass graft, mate. Proper heavy, worst graft ever. You're just risking your life both ways, from gangs, from anything, and from plot especially, do you know what I mean?